Anytime you solve an equation and you get a fraction as an answer, you need to make sure that the fraction is reduced to the lowest terms. So if you end up with a 5/10, this is not the lowest that that fraction can go. And one of the tricks to dealing with fractions and knowing whether you can reduce them, if both numbers are even, like 12/18, you can reduce it. If otherwise, if you've got like here 5/10, you've got an odd number and an even number. If there is a number that goes into both of these evenly, you can reduce it. So for 5/10, what number goes into both numbers evenly? 5 goes into 5. Oh, wait, 5 also goes into 10. So we're going to use 5 as our reducer. So 5 divided by, let me see if I can do this. 5 is 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So 5/10 is the equivalent to 1/2. And 1/2 is the answer that will be on your test. Now 12/18 is, they're both even. So immediately, you know, at the very least, you can cut them in half. You can either determine what number goes into both 12 and 18 evenly, or you can just say, you know what, I'm going to cut them in half until I can't do it anymore. So let's start with the cutting in half. If we cut 12 in half, that is 6. And cutting it in half is the same as dividing by 2. And then 18 cut in half is 9. Now, can that be reduced? Probably, because there are numbers that go into both 6 and 9. So 3 goes into both 6 and 9 evenly. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 2/3 is the lowest fraction for 12/18. All right, one more. This is also even. In this case, instead of cutting this in half, because, you know, numbers can get pretty big, and we'd have, let's see, we had 2 extra here. We'd probably have 3 or 4 here. So let's just figure out what number goes into both 20 and 32. So you need to think about multipliers, or what goes into, what numbers do they share? 20 could be 10 times 2, but 10 doesn't go into 32. Could be 4 times 5, and 4 goes into 32 evenly. So let's try the 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 32 divided by 4 is 8. So always reduce a fraction unless you can't. There will be times when your answer is not reduced at all. You cannot reduce it, and that just, it means you're done. And most of the time you'll get something like one of these, and you just need to reduce it down. All right, let's go on to the next fraction lesson.